Hi everyone! Today I'm going to show you how to paint this super easy wildflowers using acrylic gouache. I just got this brand new sketchbook in my mailbox and I really want to try it out today. It's not a super big watercolor journal. It's cotton paper, 300 GSM, so it's supposed to be very sturdy. Let's see how it works out. The paint that I'm using today is called Acryl Gouache, or some people call it Acrylic Gouache. Some brands also use the name Acryla Gouache. I really love using Acryl Gouache because it's opaque and very easy to handle, and the best thing is it comes in all sorts of different shades. If you want it to be more transparent, you can dilute it with water as well. Some brushes that I'm going to use today include a flat head, a round head, a tiny sable hair brush, a Weasel hair brush, and a sable hair brush number 4. And now let's begin. I'm going to cover the background with black mixed with olive green. When the whole page is colored, the paper wobbles a little bit and it still stays very strong. It's a good sign for painting with wet media. I think it's holding up very well. I'm gonna try it with watercolor in a different video. And now we're done with the background. I'm switching to a small Weasel hair brush. With this brush, I can paint one leaf with just one stroke. Gently touch the paper with the brush tip. Press it down a little bit, then lift it up. A leaf is down. This brush was actually made for Sumi painting, the kind of painting that people do in Asia on either rice paper or mulberry paper. If you can't find one, I would highly recommend using it for either watercolor or gouache. I mixed a little bit of pastel green and olive green to paint this layer of leaves. Because it is the one layer of leaf that's underneath, it has the darkest color. When I'm done with the bottom layer of leaves, I add more pastel green to the paint to make a lighter color. This is the second layer of leaves. You don't need many, 2 is plenty. Now I'm ready for the flowers. I mixed a little bit of a neutral gray with white to paint the flowers that are in the shades. For the flowers, just press down the brush tip a few times. It doesn't have to be perfect. And now we can dab in the top layer of flowers with pure white. Try to take your time and find a balance between different group of flowers on the page. It's all those small details and patience that make a picture beautiful and attracts us. And lastly, I'm using this permanent yellow to paint the center flowers. What we're really doing here is adding this final touch and life to this painting. That's what makes painting and art so appealing. From nothing to something that's really enjoyable. And finally, if you wish, we can add some patterns and details to the leaves. But relax, don't overwork. We don't have to do this for every piece of leaf. Now we're done with this painting. Thank you for watching. Please like and subscribe. I will see you next week.